So the movie is distinctly feminine. That being said, it was written by two men, one of them being your husband.
Yep.
I'm curious, what did they get right with these women characters where other male writers maybe go wrong?
I mean, saying for myself, I think they allowed for moments of complexity and vulnerability and monstrousness, and I think all of those things are in all of us as humans, and we don't make any progress in terms of understanding the possibilities for women without seeing those nuances. And so I felt they got a lot of the nuances right. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, and I think they got the feeling of a woman who's made mistakes, has enormous anger and regret and shame, who was capable of love, but then has had that sort of destroyed, and has a child who she doesn't know, she hasn't been a good mother to, and the ramifications of that, and the frustration at herself, and the anger at herself, and then an angry daughter. Fantastic, rich tapestry of emotions to be dealing with that are also very, very real and relevant.
Was there ever a moment, like an element or a plot point or maybe a line of dialogue where the two of you felt like maybe it didn't fully capture a feminine perspective and you wanted to just help steer it in the right way?
Actually, something that came up early on when Nicole was, kind of talking the script through with us, was there was a moment where Nicole's character reveals to another character, but not her daughter, how much she loves her daughter. And Nicole said, I don't think the character is ready to be this open. I don't think she can even say the words aloud to herself, let alone to another person. And so what that did in removing that line, because we agreed with it, was made the moment that she does assert her love that much more powerful, that much more meaningful. And that was the kind of thing where I think Nicole was just helping us to kind of dial in to the most accurate, authentic portrayal of the character.
Because this is a woman that doesn't say I love you. This is a woman that doesn't show affection. This is a woman that doesn't touch, that doesn't have access to those emotions, and she's got huge shields and barriers, not because she doesn't feel it, but because she has to protect herself because she's been so hurt and damaged by feeling it, and it terrifies her.
You employed the Oscar-winning talents of Bill Corso to help design the characters, not just Nicole, but also Tatiana Maslany and James Jordan. I'm curious, though, when it came to the character of Aaron Belt, what kind of conversations were you having with him for that look?
I mean, honestly, I think what we sometimes, fail to remember about what real people look like is that a lot of real people don't wear sunscreen. They just don't bother. They don't wear hats. They don't wear sunglasses. They don't, frankly, I don't. So I do. But you do. But Nicole does.
I've always, since I was little.
Yes, but so we were talking about the reality of people who live in the desert and have wind blowing in their face all day. People who went through a period where maybe they weren't a full-blown drug addict, but where they would party with meth now and then. Those kinds of choices where they drink excessively, where they don't sleep enough, where they don't drink enough water, those choices affect you from the inside out. And those were some of the choices that were informing Aaron's look.
So it's not that extreme when you actually
that's
deal
how
with
I
that.
see it.
Yeah, we don't see it as that extreme.
It's extremely different from how you look right at
but
this second.
But that's my job as an actor, to not be attached to my own physical form and to be absolutely a blank canvas and say, what can we do? But not because it's a stunt, because it's what is the truth or the emotional truth of this person, and how is that going to play out physically and emotionally.
And what's funny? Your question brings up this reality of the script, which was that almost every character she deals with says, Jesus, you look old. Man, you look terrible. There's a lot of commentary that we had to earn. If people were going to go out on that limb and actually say what's happening to you, you know,
And she doesn't care.
the character had to
I mean,
look
that's
like
it's a woman who says, and this is a line in the film, I don't care what happens to me. And she means it.
yeah,
Well, that person looks a particular way and behaves a particular way.
it's really true.